He said, Yahweh said I'll do it. He said, I'm going to do it because you're not keeping my high holy days that I commanded you to keep. Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, Feast of Weeks, and Feast of Tabernacles. Yet you running around here to what y'all doing for the fourth? Anybody ever, come on, y'all keep it real. I used to hear that when I was a little boy all the time. What y'all doing for the fourth? What would you like? What represent? Independent state? Nigga, you're not independent. Come on. You dependent upon the man for food stamps, for a job, for toilet paper. How can you celebrate Independence Day when you are still dependent? Praise Yahweh. Since Israel, during Feast of Weeks, in the days that when our forefathers were ruling the world, we own cattle of 1,000 hills, crops, many vineyards. Yeah, it's your future. I'm just speaking what your future is when you return to Yahweh. He can give it all back to you. Yeah, you'll be like Joseph. Yeah, one was thrown in prison. He came out to be the ruler. You're gonna be like your great grandfather Job, who one day lost everything, but his latter end was what? Greater than his beginning. Twice as great as his beginning. So, but since Israel is momentarily without a land to bring forth all these great crops, we must celebrate Feast of Weeks more on a spiritual connotation. And since I'm speaking to you spiritually, you that are carnal minded, this will be over your head in understanding. Bam! Fly heaven. He was swarming around, Hey, another one there. He got in here some kind of way. The door crack. Let him go back there so he can join his brother. Praise Yahweh. So, now if you prefer Santa Claus over the truth that I'm bringing, then you're going to miss this entire message. Because you addicted to a lie. Yeah. Praise Yahweh. Yahweh all throughout the Bible says, speak unto the children of Israel. He told Moses, the great prophet Moses, David, Abraham, he said, speak unto the children of Israel, and said to tell them to what? To remember. Why did he always tell them to remember? Because he knew that when you come up out of Egypt, when we come up out of, which is synonymous of Egypt, America, yeah, forefathers were 4,000 years ago were in captivity in Egypt, Israel. But the same people, the ancestors, our ancestors, were also in captivity in Egypt, America. Yeah. So when you don't understand who the real Israel is, you think this talking about a different people, so you miss the whole picture. Yeah. And Yahweh always said, remember, because he knew that you would have forgotten. You forgot that Passover was your holy day that you to keep. You thought it was for another nation. No. You were tricked, brainwashed. Yeah. Though you worship the man Jesus or Yahshua the Messiah, he kept Passover. You had no connection. You couldn't make the connection. If you're a Christian, Christian means Christ-like. Now, if Christ kept Passover, then guess what? You should be keeping Passover. Praise Yahweh. as long as you believe that other people are Israel, you will believe that these high holy days are not for you. Yeah. So you're going to miss the whole picture. You're going to miss salvation. You're going to miss keeping your children safe. Because sometimes Yahweh say, I'm going to get you again. Sometimes he said, no, I ain't get you. I'm going to get you. And any mother know that, a good mom know, that regardless how well she's doing, that if her children are gone astray, she's never happy. She's never happy. That's why they refer to Yahshua, the Messiah, the sun-clad woman, because he had the personality of a woman. That meaning he came and laid down his physical life, knowing that he was going to be thrown in prison, mocked by the so-called pastors, preachers, and Pharisees. He came down and laid down his physical life so that you and I could be saved. Saved from what? Breaking the laws of God Yahweh. That's what it means. That's what salvation is all about. And my Caucasian Jewish brothers, I was saying, and because we're going to be, since Feast of Weeks, it's all about entrepreneurship. It's all a division. It's about God and prosperity, God and money. The Caucasian Jewish brothers, I was saying, when you say saved, they ask you, what bank? What bank do you save with? See, we understand the nation of Yahweh that I'm cool with a checking account, but you got to have a savings account. And if you don't trust Bank of America or Sun Trust or any of those other fellas, then just buy your safe and create your own savings account. Create your own bank. Put it in your attic. Bury it in the ground somewhere. You got to have a savings account. Because a part of everything that you earn is yours to keep. See, when you came out of slavery, bondman in Egypt, you gave everything back to the slave master. You worked from sun up to sundown until death came and gave you a what? Holiday. Yeah, you had a shotgun house. He let you attend the carnival every once a year. You had food on the table, but you had no money. You had no wealth. So you could not free yourself from him. And even after slavery, guess what? When he said, okay, you free now, you can go out. When they began to walk 5 or 6 miles and realized that we ain't got no water, no food or nothing, you had to come right back to the slave house and say, can I work for you, Charlie, Mr. Charlie? And he said, no, but you're a free man now, so I'll sharecrop with you. And he let you use a little land and gave you a few seeds. But at the end of the year, when he deducted the land, the seeds, and everything he gave you, you still didn't have a profit. So you still couldn't free yourself from him. I'm not teaching hate, I'm just teaching history. Yeah. When you celebrate Memorial Day, about 865 soldiers that fought in a civil war, and you're going to shut down and have a 3-day weekend, don't get upset when you're learning about your true holy day, Passover, and Feast of Weeks. Yeah. I extol and bless and appreciate all of you all that shut down for Feast of Weeks, that shut down for Passover, and intend on shutting down for Feast of Tabernacles. Because Yahweh in the law, it say you should not do any work, any servile work during those times. Yeah. So you to come and worship before me, the one that gives you life, the one that gives you water, spring water, and I don't charge you for it. That one that gives you air. See, your enemy, he trying to figure out right now, man, how he could hook up and charge you for air. I'm serious. They're working right now to figure out how could they charge people for air. Population control, man. If they could do it, just imagine people walk down the street, they don't believe in, Judah don't believe in paying his bills. All of a sudden, you just see him fall out. What happened? Oh, he ain't paid his air bill. Cut him off. Push a button. Poof. No more air. You better be thankful that they cannot figure out how to charge you for air, because they will cut you off. I'm serious. That's how wicked it is. Yeah. Praise Yahweh. We've been brainwashed to keep everyone's holiday except for our own. Yeah, we have. I mean, what's this day where everybody put on green? What's that day?
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. Ooh, the little fellow with the skirt on too, right?
Ours, this is before ours.
Yeah. Now here you are, big nose, big feet, nappy hair. You running around here talking about you celebrating St. Patrick's Day, but you're not from Ireland. See what I mean? You've been brainwashed to celebrate everybody's holiday except for your own. But yet these other nations are not keeping your holy days. Passover, Feast of Weeks, Feast of Tabernacles. Yeah. It is written that the children of Israel, the children of Israel, have kept another man's vineyard, but their own vineyard have they not kept. Praise Yahweh. As we wake up and become conscious, we began keeping our own vineyard. We began keeping our own houses scrumptiously clean. We began keeping our own cars scrumptiously clean. We understand that when we get paid, it's only the opportunity to get a check. When we receive a check, it's only the opportunity to get paid. Because unless you pay God and yourself, then you really ain't got paid. Unless you pay yourself, it's tantamount to living like a slave. So therefore, that's why the Son of Yahweh, Yahshua, the man that you call Jesus, said, "A new commandment I give unto you." Here's written, it say, of all the works he have done, if all his works were written in this book, there would not be any book that could contain all the works that he did. So therefore, this law of prosperity, like you all, since Feast of Weeks is all about entrepreneurship and establishment of great wealth, then you all that have mastered the law of paying your tithes, it's important that you began to pay yourself also and put that in a savings account so that it can be converted to gold and silver, like Brother Adiel was saying on our last teleconference. Yeah, you must buy silver and gold quick. Write it down. I'm warning you. We're the only people on the planet Earth, only Israelites on the planet Earth, warning you that you must buy silver and gold quick. That all these institutions one day will become, paper money will become absolutely worthless, and none of you so-called prophets all over the TV can see this. None of them, not a one of them. And even if they could see it, most of them would not even tell you. Praise Yahweh. So, we that are of Yahweh and the children of Israel have begun keeping our own vineyards. We're not depending on the treasury of the United States. We have our own treasury. Yeah, we have our own national treasury, and then we have our own individual treasury. This is why we support all of our members having 700, 800, and 900 credit scores. Yeah, and we'll have classes that will teach you you know, how to derive at that. It doesn't matter what your credit score now. You can turn it around almost overnight. Overnight, by definition, means within a very short period of time. So don't go to spook heaven on me and say, I'm going to come to Yahweh, and then in the morning I'm going to have a 900 credit score when you know you owe 99 people you ain't paid in the last 10 years. It's going to take a little time for you now, okay? But we can get you there. You with me? So overnight, by definition, means within a short period of time, no matter what your credit is. We want all of our followers, disciples, all of our brothers and sisters, all of our boss brothers and sisters, all our sisters that really want to win right into existence, that you will have a 7, 8, or 900 credit score. That you can get a $500,000 line of credit in a matter of seconds. That you have credit cards coming to you in the mail every day, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000. Praise Yahweh, like other nations do that are ruling. Yeah, see, it's time to rise now. Yeah, see, some churches want me to come and teach to them, but I refuse to teach in certain churches because they want to eat milk. No, it's time for meat now. I cannot keep you in kindergarten. I cannot continue to preach you into heaven while you sit in hell. That is not going to help you. I'm looking for the Godhead. I'm looking for those who really want to move from poverty to riches right now, who really want to be happy and healthy and wealthy and enjoy heaven on earth, that understand this while you live. Praise Yahweh. The children of Israel, we have began keeping our own vineyards. Yes. Let's go to Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. I think that's my last scripture for the evening. Praise Yahweh. I smell some really good food back there, but we have to make sure we get the spiritual food first. You know, because what? Man don't live on what?
Bread alone.
But every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Lord Yahweh. Praise Yahweh. Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. Songs of Solomon 1 and 6. Songs of Solomon 1 and 6. Yeah, let's see what Black King Solomon had to say in Songs of Solomon 1 and 6.
In the middle, these are teaching.
Jessica, can you read?
Look not upon me, because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but mine own vineyard have I not kept.
Yeah. Sometimes you can be so busy trying to take care of somebody else, you neglect your own self.
That's true.
Sometimes you can be so busy trying to clean other nations' houses and your own house dirty. Sometimes you can be so busy trying to build other people's empires and dreams that you neglect your own empire and your own dream. Praise Yahweh. I thank Yahweh for waking us up and bringing us back into reality, you know, restoring us to our true mindset. Praise Yahweh. I thank my Father Yahweh for sending the Son of Yahweh, YAHWEH, Babe Noon Sophie YAHWEH, our modern day Messiah, you know, for raising us up and delivering us. Yahweh has always put men in our path, even from the days of Israel when he put Moses there and then he put Joshua there. He's always sent men throughout time to help and rescue his children. Praise Yahweh. It is indeed time for us to wake up and return to our own God, whose name is YAHWEH, Yahweh. That's why Jesus said, I come in my Father's name and you receive me not. He came in the name of Yahweh. In Hebrew, his name was Yahshua, Yahshua. Yosef, his son of Joseph. Yeah. He came, he said, I come in my Father's name and you receive me not. It is time for us to return back to our own God. The whole planet is out of orbit right now because the so-called black man of America is not keeping the laws, statutes, judgments, and commandments of Almighty God Yahweh. That's why all these things are going on in the world that are unpleasant. Praise Yahweh. As we began to keep our own high holy days, the laws, statutes, and judgments, all 613 on in this great book called the Torah. As we began to keep these ordinances, you will discover that they're designed to make you rich. They're designed to cause you to prosper. They're designed to cause you to be successful in business, in relationships, in everything that you set your hand to do. Praise Yahweh. I want to thank each and every one of you all for tuning in this evening. Praise Yahweh. And I want to invite you all, the public, to come with us and celebrate with us Feast of Weeks. We'll be meeting this Friday and Saturday at the Best Western Hotel in Orlando, 2014 West Gillespie Drive, Best Western Hotel, Orlando West, as we celebrate Feast of Weeks. There'll be jazz musicians there playing one of our favorite instruments, the saxophone. We have dancers there, and we have, our mistress of ceremony there that will be teaching us some tips on establishing great credit and etc. And of course, we'll have the spiritual message that's gonna take us to a whole nother level. It is indeed our season, your season. This is new beginning. At this point, anything that you want, write it down and watch it come into fruition. Don't look back. Don't look back at yesterday. Look forward. Praise Yahweh. On behalf of my Father Yahweh, I thank you. I bless you. I love you all. I'm going to turn it over to Sister Jessica, and we will have our offerings. Praise Yahweh.
At this time, family, we're going to have our offering. Let us read Deuteronomy 16, verses 16 and 17. And it reads, 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Lord thy God Yahweh, in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles. And they shall not appear before the Lord Yahweh empty. Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God Yahweh, which he hath given thee. So whatever you are able to give, there's 3 ways that you can do it. You can go to our website, www.unitemplyahweh.com. That's UNITEMPLE Yahweh YAHWEH.com, and go to the donates page, or you can cash out us at $U I 2022. That's UTI 2022. Or you can mail your tithes in to P.O. Box 555034, Orlando, Florida 32855. Again, that is P.O. Box 555034, Orlando, Florida 32855. Shalom.